Abu Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ishaq, ibn Sabi, ibn Amran, ibn Ismail, ibn Muhammad, ibn al-Ashad, ibn Qais, Al-Kindi, ibn Mahdi Karib, ibn Muawiyah, ibn Jabala, ibn Adi ibn Rabah, ibn Muawiyah, ibn al-Harith, ibn Murrah, ibn Adad, ibn Zaid, ibn al-Humayya, ibn Kalan, ibn Saba, ibn Yashjub, ibn Yarub. Al-Kindi, or Jacob from Kinda, born around 800-870, flourished around 820-866 modern era. I won't read excerpts from the Radiis by Al-Kindi, published by Black Letter Press, but I would like to create a little speech further along the path, reflections of my understanding, or matching and marrying my personal experience and research in astrotheology with the great Arabs from the 9th century. One of the main founder of the schooling, let's say University of Baghdad, the center of learning in the 9th century. When I close my eyes and gaze into our star, I see a great sun disk entwined by divine serpents, majestically and radiantly glowing power, steadiness and divine force. Fierce and divine females approach me and embrace me with their golden wings. I see streams of hieroglyphs that consecrate my intellect in some ancient sacrament. When I reflect upon my diamond and expand that, I see myself as a Hyperion-like star that reflects upon the world and all the creatures within it with the paternal and maternal mind. Why such symbols and not any other? The divine communicates through symbols intelligible and sacred to you personally, and it will not communicate dishonestly. For among the ancient Romans it stood for honesty and truth, and all contracts and bounding oaths were made under its rays. It communicates through these symbols and tokens that reverberate in syntony with you, and never will violate it by showing nonsense if the proper insight is reached. Now stars, having different locations and movement, continuously generating new configurations, derive their natures from three transcendent realities, being a tetrahedron of the visible helios in our world, the star, the visible manifestation, followed by Chaldean dictum, and are manifestations of the divine in the phenomenological reality of multitudes, that is, they are preserving their divine nature. They do not contradict the physical objective reality of what modern physicists, astronomers, pursuing the observational sciences posit in researching the shadows or the matter. As separate natures, they are a separate class of high gods and goddesses possessing their own non-human intellect and support. That was the belief held amongst the Egyptians, Akkadians, Orphics, Neoplatonists, and many others. The stars working in unison on the transcendent level are individuated in the phenomenal universe, hence deriving their difference from different settings in the world of physics or matter according with what the physicists discovered. Stars have different natures pertaining to them. They also have a different relation in between them. Since natures of theirs are different, they may be concordant, complementary, at war, amiable, drawn to each other or opposing. As a priori to life, stars encompass life in a superposition of the organic evolutionary Bauplan in inhabited and non-inhabited spheres. Therefore, their intellect already possesses the potential of life, as such being the beacons of life in actuality. Therefore, the effects and influence they have on the world as a whole is variegated continuously, from which we may derive all workings, cycles, seasons and causalities on the ionic level in potentiality, in their magnitude, distance, luminosity, ability to influence our planets and inhabited zones, other planetary spheres in the solar systems, the luminaries, including the influence on our home star, the Sun, as our star is giving away impressions on countless other systems. The one who would understand the cosmic symphony and find appropriate associations in the reifications of their actuality in any world would master the understanding of the past, present and future, That is why it is so difficult to predict anything more than greater cycles, millions, kalpas. These which are most apparent in the world of motions and change. Only the greatest mystical reception we may receive directly, only with we may receive directly the rays of stars in the cosmic cave that we gaze upon. To understand the starry nature akin to ancient astronomers and astrologers, and thus we may know a minuscule part of its own nature, as if isolated from other stars, when it speaks to us and calls us continuously, like the universe, interpreted by our minds, intellect, senses, by the human measure only, and limited to our finite form of comprehension and interfacing between us and the world.